With the Cowboys on their bye week, COO Stephen Jones making some headlines saying that quarterback Tony Romo will eventually get that coveted Super Bowl ring, says, though, that the onus falls on the front office. Alongside Jeff Saturday, I'm John Brickley. Jeff, this Cowboys team, 7-3, just a half game back of the Eagles for first place in the NFC East. As a former player, what do you make of the comments by Jones?
They don't bother me. I think if you look at what they're trying to get done, they're having flashbacks to, Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Michael Irvin. But let's not forget, the reason they won those Super Bowls was their offensive line play. And that's exactly what Stephen Jones has done. He has gone out, got a very good offensive line. DeMarco Murray's having an incredible year, on pace to break 2,000 rushing yards. It's just an incredible setup for them. Bryant's playing well. Tony Romo, when healthy, has been unstoppable. I think if you're Stephen Jones, you're thinking, listen, we got all the pieces and parts for how we won championships in the past. We've built it again. We got a shot, we got a chance to take a shot at this.
This Dallas team hasn't made the postseason in the last 4 years. You mentioned two key offensive weapons, that being running back DeMarco Murray and Bryant. Both are in contract talks with the Cowboys. How impactful would it be, though, Jeff, lock them up long term, have those weapons over the next several years?
Well, I think your priority has to be Bryant. I love DeMarco Murray. I think he's played very good football, but we all know the longevity of a running back career versus a receiver, they're not even in the same ballpark. So I think you go ahead and take care of Bryant, get him locked up, give DeMarco Murray a contract or a deal, but it can't be the same length or type of numbers we're talking about with Bryant. Bryant will be a top 3 receiver when you talk about contract negotiations and numbers, and he should be. He plays that way. He's not scared to go over the middle. He can spark his football team. He can take the top off the defense and get behind guys, and physically he'll go up and challenge for the football. So he's an exciting player, and I think what I talked about before with the offensive line, you can replace running backs much easier than wide receivers. And when you have an impactful one and you've already put as much money in Tony Romo as you have, you got to give him an outlet to throw it to. So I think just complementary football-wise, that's what you do.
Biggest cause for concern, though, and the spotlight has always been shining on Tony Romo, especially now with the back injuries that he's dealt with. Does he have the type of caliber of play that eventually can lead Dallas to a Super Bowl?
Yeah, he definitely does. Quarterbacks get way too much credit when they win and criticism when they lose. Tony Romo is a very good football player. And I know you always talk about playoffs and the time the fumbled or botched snap, for the field goal and all kinds of things. But at the end of the day, he didn't have that type of running game. And very few quarterbacks are good enough to carry a team on their shoulders to and through the playoffs. You have to have a run game, and that's what they have. They've built it around him. Play action pass is going to be much more effective. So I think as you're looking at, can Tony Romo be effective as a quarterback to win the Super Bowl? Yes, he could.
Cowboys back in action next week when they face off with Eli Manning and the Giants, MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, coming up on Sunday Night Football. For Jeff Saturday, I'm John Brickley.